Now, good morning, students. Now you see what we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss about grammar composition today. That we need to see how it works, which chapter we are going to discuss, and how much we can. Will try. The topic for today's discussion will be tenses. You must have done in the class, or you can those students who have done it are quite familiar with the tenses. This will be a part of revision for them, and some of the students who are like hanging in between, not able to understand the tenses, this will be the helping hand for them. The students will be able to understand how can we just manage the tenses, right? How should we understand what sort of work it does in our language, that we can make our language attractive and effective in the form of written as well as in the form of oral? That we need to make sure first, and then we'll see how can we maintain this, right? So the tenses we are going to discuss, students, and this is lecture number 1. Let's see what we will see there. What is tense basically? So when it comes to see the tense, first of all, what we need to get, what's its definition, or what does it do in the sentence. Now you see, students, what we are talking when we just communicate either orally or in a written way. Ultimately, we have to communicate with the help of the sentences, and the sentences are formed with the help of the words. So the tense basically we do. The tense, what does it do in the sentence? This tense, what is the role of the tense in the sentence? Now the answer is given. It tells about a specific point, event in time. Now you see, students, what we get. It tells about a specific point or event in time. Ultimately, what we need to understand, students, the tense tells the time of the sentence. That means in which time, at what time this sentence is discussed or present, right? That means tense refers to the time. That we need to understand. Tense refers to the time, and when it is referring to the time, well, it is very different. This is to understand that how it is going ahead. So what you got, like, what sort of work does this tense do in the sentence? The sentence you got, like when we have a communication, either a written or oral. Let me tell you, students, this is going to be very interesting for you. If you want to talk with anyone of in your life, you have to communicate orally, or if you just go ahead professionally, like you are studying, or later on you'll become something in your life, you must have decided you'll have to convey the message in the written form. So whether you talk orally or written in a written form, you'll have to just go ahead with the sentences. And the sentences you have done in the basic, that these are formed with the help of the words. Though these should be meaningful. Ultimately, what we understand, if these are referring the meaning, these are absolutely correct. So ultimately, what we get, that we need to understand the sentences, how it is formed. So what we got here, like what does it do in the sentence? What tense? So tense we have started. What is the role of the tense in the sentence? It tells about a specific point, event in time. Now students, I have explained to you much. You need to understand tense is equal to time. In the sentence, when we talk about, it refers to the time only. Let's see what else, how it refers to the time. Now I have taken 3 points, A, B, and C. Let's talk about first A. This A refers to at present. Now see, students, this is the live class, and I am taking your class, or like conducting, or you are just enjoying the class, you are just attending the live class. This is at present. A refers to the present. Ultimately, at present refers to the things are taking place in the present scenario. यानी कि current में हम जो भी कर रहे हैं, the thing what we are doing in the current, that is called present. The things are before us. This is called present. When you talk about the next point, this refers like to B. A at present means this is the present. I have not added their tense after present. This is understood, students. This refers to the present tense. Means present tense means the present time. In the present time, we both are exchanging the knowledge, information related to anything or something, what we can talk, right? This is called present. B, B students refers to the before. Before at present means at present we are having discussion, and before at present what it was means before at present. अभी जो हम प्रेजेंट में डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, द थिंग वी आर डिस्कसिंग एट प्रेजेंट, बिफोर. Before refers to, B stands for before, and this before refers to past. यानी कि at present से पहले जो भी कुछ हुआ है, that counts in the past. Ultimately, that is counted in the past. A stands for at present, then B stands for before. Before means like before, then at present. When something is before at present, that's counted in the past. So this before becomes the past. Past means the time, means something like action or state or activity that took part, or that happened, or that was in the past. Ultimately before. So you have got the 2 point, students. A stands for at present, B stands for before, and the next one is with us. This is like C, and C stands for coming. Well, this is a very different way to present the time before you, students. A stands for at present, means we are having discussion, you're listening, I'm speaking. B stands for before, and that is before at present. That refers to the past, because before means something took place, something happened before, and that before becomes the past of at present, right? Becomes B becomes the past of at present, that refers to the before. And the next one is C. C refers to like coming, coming for at present. The thing which will be coming for at present, that will be counted, students, in the future. That we need to understand. When the things are there, this will just need to count it in the future. Ultimately, this will help us to understand the nitty-gritty of the fact. So this is like coming refers to the future. Now you see, A refers to at present, B refers to before, at present, and that becomes the past. And then C, this C becomes to the coming, and coming for at present means not at present, it will be coming, and the coming will become the future of at present. I hope you understood this in a very easier and lucid manner, which will help some of you people to understand in a very proper manner. So see, students, how it is getting. A, B, and C. So you can recall like this: A at present, B before at present, and C coming to at present, right? Coming means that will be in the future. So you have got three tenses, students: present, past, and future. ABC, right? Let's have a further discussion. We have got like how it reflects the time in the sentence. It reflects the time in the sentence in the present, past, and future form. Let's go to the next. You see, how does it do in the sentence? Now, what we need to understand, the first question we got, what does it do in the sentence? We got the answer. It tells about specific point, event in time. Ultimately, the tense is the time, and the time we have understood ABC, present, past, and future, like at present, before and coming. Now, the next question stands before us, like how does it do this in the sentence? How should we understand? How should we concentrate? Like we can understand how it does in the sentence. Let's see. By changing the helping verbs and main verbs in the sentence. So this is what students, what we get by changing the helping verbs and main verbs. It tells about any specific point of time. If you talk about any specific point of time in the sentence, if you're talking about any specific time in the sentence, it is reflected in the sentence by its helping verbs and main verbs, right? It tells about any specific point of time. This is what we need to understand. I thought you knew this, but this is going to be a bit different because things are to be explained in a very deep way, which becomes a bit loose, easier or less to you people, so that you can manage to understand it in a very easy way. This is a sort of practice or revision, students, though you need to be a bit careful to understand this. Let's go to the next. We got what it does in the sentence and how it does in the sentence. Now we have the practical examples, how it does in the sentence. Now you see you have got first sentence, students. My friend doesn't usually go there on Sunday. I'll present you two sentences before you. The second one is my friend didn't usually go there on Sunday. Now you see, students, I have presented two sentences before you. Read the first sentence. My friend doesn't usually go there on Sunday. And the second one is my friend didn't usually go there on Sunday. So let me just make you a bit clear, students. There is only this helping verb, doesn't, and that is didn't. Ultimately, not is there complete, but I'm just highlighting this properly. Now you tell me, is there any difference in the sentence? If you just skip this, my friend usually go there on Sunday, means both the sentences are absolutely correct. I first told you that it tells us by changing the helping verb as well as the main verb. Now you see doesn't and didn't. These both are the helping verbs. This does is the helping verb of present tense and did is the helping verb of past tense. If you just change the helping verb, you'll get the time of the sentence. This is the sentence for you people. This is the complete sentence, students. Both are the complete sentences for you. And what you find, there is not a single word difference instead of a helping verb. This doesn't and didn't. Not is similar, so you can talk it does and did. So this does, when it is changed into did, it has changed its time. In the does, it is referring to the present, and when it is did, it refers to the past. So I hope you have understood like how does this do in the sentence by changing helping verbs and main verbs. I hope so. Let's see the next one. We have got the another sentence. They usually do this on their own or by themselves. They usually did that work on their own or by themselves. Now you see, students, read these sentences, both the sentences again. They usually do this work on their own, oblique by themselves. They usually did that work on their own by themselves. Let me just put in the circle this. Let me just circle the main verb. Now you need to see, students, these words do and did, these are working as a main verb in the sentence. They usually do this work on their own, oblique by themselves. They usually did that work on their own, oblique by themselves. So see students, what we understand, this do is a bit different, referring to the present tense or present time, and this did, the main verb, referring to the past time. Did is the second form of the do, which is used in the past indefinite tense. These examples have been given to you people, have been presented to you people to understand that how helping verbs and main verbs tell the time of the sentence, like in which time this is referring, what sort of time it is referring, right? This is like in the sentence, the tense works. Now see students, what we need to do basically, we need to understand this in a very proper way. So you have understood like this is simply what how this is done. So see students, that's enough for today's class. If we ever get the class next, we'll have discussion in the future. This is that is enough for today's class. If any one of you wants to ask any question, any doubt you people have got, just raise your hand. If any one of you has